David Dearden is Business Development Manager for Control and Automation Solutions at Schneider Electric, where he's helping customers improve the productivity of their manufacturing and process operations. David, it's a couple of years since Schneider Electric introduced the world's first ePAC, the M580 Modicon. What sort of industries are adopting it and using it these days?
Well, the M580 is a genuine universal controller, but we have some very specific modules that allow it to be very focused to a particular industry group, a particular segment. So, for example, within the oil and gas or the data center, there's a need for critical time stamping. That functionality is built into the M580, and it's there if they need it. We have communication modules for heart processing within the process industry, so again, absolutely tied perfect for that application. And within the food and bev, or for the minerals and mining, the MMM industries, we have a great integrated weighing solution on the M580 platform. So it really is a universal controller, but you can specify it to suit a particular application. And of course, because it's an Ethernet backplane, it does allow it to be a very, very flexible controller indeed.
David, what are some of the business benefits of the M580?
The M580 is a new generation of controller, and it's really ready for the Internet of Things, Industry 4.0. It has massive capability for handling big data, and clearly as more and more information is coming up from the shop floor, the controllers on the shop floor are going to have to be able to handle that data and be able to route that to wherever it's required to ensure absolute optimum efficiency within the plant. The last thing a plant manager needs is for his controller to be acting as a bottleneck on the production line. In addition to that, it has Achilles 2 certification. Now, what that means from a plant point of view is that out of the box, the system, the controller is a safe system. It's got protection measures in place for threats, and we've seen it every day on the news. Generation and food factories and the like getting hit, and so out of the box, it has those protections in place.
How intentional does the software engineer have to be when he's installing an M580 to ensure the security of the product?
Out of the box, very, very secure unit. So the software developer would have to make a conscious decision to override any of those particular factors that could potentially weaken the security of the device. So if you were an operations director and you were concerned and you got an M580 controller on site, you can be pretty well assured, if you're using a reputable integrator, that system is going to be secure and it's going to be safe.
David, how well received has the product been by customers?
Oh, extremely well received. Today, you may have noticed on the stand today, we've had a very, very busy stand, a big crowd around this particular controller. Really, really great interest. It's going to be a very, very strong product for Schneider into the future.
Is it an economic product for people to specify, and not everybody needs a high availability or hot standby solution?
No, absolutely. So even within the M580, we have quite a scalable range. But if you look at the whole Schneider controller range, again, we can go from very, very small compact controllers that you might use on a very small machine, right up to a full process plant. So it's to suit applications. What that does mean for the customer, though, is that he's not paying for technology that he doesn't necessarily need. So it's a win-win.